Hey, everyone. As you hop on, go ahead and say hey and let us know where you're watching from. I'm Holly with Inspired Designs by Holly. Make sure you're following me on Facebook so you'll get more of my DIYs and chalking projects. Today, we're going to do Lucy, Grouchy Since Forever. We're going to ink this on a t-shirt. What is your favorite Peanuts character? Let me know in the comments what's your favorite Peanuts character. So if you've never inked anything, we're going to use an ink mat. If you don't have an ink mat, you can always use a piece of cardboard. And we're going to stick this in between the layers of our t-shirt. That way the ink doesn't go through to the back of my t-shirt. Sometimes, you know, when you put it on, it's a little heavier than others. And you don't want that ink to go through on the t-shirt. So I'm just going to get this, try to get this in the center here before I push it down. And get our t-shirt straightened out, get the wrinkles out, and I probably need to bring this down just a little bit because I don't want my print right up at the collar of my t-shirt. So I got to bring it down just a teeny bit here. Let's straighten that t-shirt out, get it all straightened out. Make sure we don't have any wrinkles on your t-shirt, on your mat. Because if you do, you'll have those wrinkles in your t-shirt, in your design. So I'm just straightening it out, make sure I don't have any. But you don't want to stretch your t-shirt either. You just want to make sure that you don't have any wrinkles where you're going to put your design. Okay. Trying to make sure I got it kind of straight, kind of sort of, you know, make sure it's going to be in the center when I put on my shirt here. And when you're doing a t-shirt or something, you don't need to fuzz your transfer. Normally you would fuzz it, but now we're just going to like this and lay it on our shirt. And I'm not going to push it down quite yet. I'm going to see where I want to put it. I want it down a little bit off of my collar. And that's about as low as I can go with the mat the way I have it in there. Okay. I think let's see. I don't think it's in the center. And sometimes to find the center of my transfer, I will just take it and kind of go like this and pinch it to find my center. So I know where my center is. And I need to make my shirt is straight. So when I put it in my center, it's going to be in my center. And if you can't find the center of your t-shirt, make sure that you mark your t-shirt before you start. If you don't know by the collar, hey, Rebecca, thanks for joining us. I'm just straightening it out, seeing if I got it where I think I want it. Okay. And then I'm just going to press it down. When I got it where I think I want it, I'm just going to press it down. I'm looking now to see if it looks like, of course, my shirt's not folded right, so I can't hardly tell if I got it in the center or not. It looks like it's in the center. It looks like it's in the center. We're going to go with that. So I'm just going to pull it up a little bit, get it up on my table. And when you're doing a transfer on a material, you're going to make sure that you're using ink and not your paste. Your paste has your black tops. Your ink is going to have white tops. So always make sure you're using your ink. Hey, Tessie, make sure you got ink, not paste. Because paste will wash out. May not come all the way out, but it is going to wash out. And I'm looking for a squeegee. I thought I had grabbed everything I needed. So I'm going to use my squeegee and I'm going to use my ink. And I'm going to lay this on the side of my shirt here just so I make sure when I'm bringing my ink over, I don't drop any ink on my shirt anywhere other than where I want it. Because if you get the ink on the shirt, chances are it's not coming out. Sometimes I've had luck in getting it out where I've had a spot drop on there, but most of the time it's permanent. Ink is permanent. Once we heat set it, it's not going anywhere. I did my grandson a t-shirt. I know it's probably been 3 to 4 years ago now, and he still wears it because we made it was really big, and it looks just as good as it did the day we made it. So we're just going to take that ink and put it on our squeegee, and we're going to start running it down our, and I'm not sure if you can see what I'm doing. Let's see if I can get it around here a little bit more so you can see more of my project and less of me maybe. So we're just going to go in the silk screen wherever you're seeing your color of your shirt come through on the silk screen. That's where you need to make sure you're getting your ink. And ink doesn't dry quite as fast as your paste, so you don't have to be quite as fast as getting to lift up your transfer. But because you need to make sure that you're getting it really good, because if you don't, you're going to have light spots, especially if you have a color that's going to bleed through on like a white. Doing white on a dark shirt, you need to make sure you get it a little bit heavier. Black is not going to be quite as bad because it's going to cover that color up. White on a black shirt, you got to make sure that you get it really good when you're putting your paste on, because if you don't, your ink on, because if you don't, it's not gonna cover that black. The white is not gonna cover it. So I'm just making sure I'm getting it good. You don't need a lot. Just need to make sure you get full coverage. And once I get it all on there, we'll go back and we'll scrape it and make sure we got everything covered. I'm just making sure I don't run off the bottom of my transfer here. I still have a little ink on there for. Have you ever inked a shirt? Let me know if you tried the ink. And also, what is your favorite Peanuts character? I like Charlie Brown, but I like Woodstock. This one happens to be Lucy. This is in the new transfers that just came out today. Well, it was released. The first time it came out about 3 weeks ago, and when it came out, it sold out within a few hours. So it was been re-released today. I'm making sure I don't have any spots that are showing through on my as I'm talking. And it was re-released today, and it's available until it sells out again. Hopefully it'll last a little longer this time than it did last time. So if you're interested in the Charlie Brown selection, make sure you go out there and get it. It is Charlie Brown's 75th anniversary this year. So you're going to see Charlie Brown everywhere. And I'm making sure. Okay, and you can also make sure when you, I'm going to set this aside so I don't get any ink on my shirt where I don't want it. And I'm also going to wipe that little bit of spot. I'm going to turn my heat press on here. And I'm going to set that on like 305. It's going to get hot while I'm doing it. I'm going to get this little bit of ink off my finger just to make sure I don't get it on my shirt when I take this transfer off. I'm going to lay my transfer back on my backer sheet. That was a little white sheet that I pulled it off of. But I am going to pull it back slow to make sure as I go I did not miss a spot. There's a little spot right there that looks like I didn't get. So I'm going to make sure as I pull it off, I don't have any more spots that I didn't get. You should be able to tell. I still didn't get that little spot. Same spot. I didn't get it. There, I got it. You should be able to tell if you got some letters that are kind of broken up or you got a line that's not clear. Got it. I'm going to lay this on my backer sheet, which I've got laid over here beside me. Oh, it's so cute. Look at that. I was debating about what color shirt to do. I really wanted to do a black shirt with a white one, but I had this shirt and I said, oh, I think this is going to be so cute. So now I'm going to take it and we're going to dry it a little bit. Then we'll pull our sticky mat out. Normally, if I'm doing this, when I'm not doing a live, I'm just going to let it sit and dry naturally. I'm not gonna dry it. I'm just going to let it dry naturally, and then I'll heat set it. So we're just going to dry it a little bit, just enough that I can pull the sticky mat out, and then we can dry it good. And these big bold letters are going to take a little more drying. And you can tell when they're dry, when they're not sticky to the touch anymore. So I'm going to pull this out. I'm going to be real careful and not touch my shirt anywhere else. Get this sticky mat out, because if you dry it too much with your sticky mat in there, your sticky mat is going to stick to the shirt because it is sticky. So I'm just trying to pull it from the top a little bit, pull it from the bottom a little bit, and not get, I got one little spot I see where it looks like it touched something. Trying to get this out of here. Oh, there, got it. Okay, so if you get any places on there, take you a clean baby wipe, and before you heat set it, I'm going to take this and kind of put it on my finger a little bit, and I'm going to try not to hit anywhere but that little spot. It looks like where when I tried to pull it out, it tried to touch. Got a couple little spots. I think they're going to come off. It's where like it touched when I was trying to pull that backing sheet out. Okay. So we're never going to finish drying this so we can heat set it. And I got my heat press going. This is going to be so cute. I see another spot. And I'm going to try to hit and not touch anywhere else. And I keep changing my wipe because if I get a little bit off, I don't want to keep rubbing it in somewhere else. I got a little spot on her nose. And I think I'm making more of a mess than I'm trying to create. So let's dry it and then I'll try to get those. Let's get the rest of it dried around it. But it's got to be good and dry before you heat set it. But like I said, I usually just let it, if I'm going to be doing a bunch of t-shirts like I did a bunch Saturday, and I will just let them dry naturally before I heat set them. I went on, I think we did 6 t-shirts Saturday. And when we did them, and then we let them sit and dry while we did another one. And then by the time we got all those done, we went back and heat setted all of them. And you can tell when they're dry, it's not sticky to the touch anymore. And if you put your parchment paper on top of it and it sticks, you can tell that you didn't get it dry enough. And sometimes the ink will come off. And that's the reason you use the parchment paper between your heat press and your shirt. I'm just trying to get these places dry that I got wet and see if I can get them all. That one little spot that I didn't get. I didn't mess with it. And nobody would probably notice it but me. I think we got this pretty dry. Like I said, just make sure you take your sticky mat out. And the sticky mat is to keep your ink from going between the layers. It's to keep the ink from going between the layers when you do it. So if you put this black on, you can see the black in her hair is really bold. And that will probably go through to the other side. You'll see it when I turn the shirt. And it'll even go to the back and all the way through the back of the shirt sometimes if you don't have something in there to catch the ink. And to get the ink off your sticky mat, just wipe it with a baby wipe. Don't use a Clorox wipe or anything like that, anything with chemicals on it. And I am going to try to wipe that one little spot before I heat set it and see if I can get it off. Where I stuck my finger when I was trying to get it off. I stuck my finger right there. I think it's coming off. I just want to get it off before I heat set it. Because like I said, once you heat set it, that's it. Okay. So then I'm going to take a mat, like an iron board, and we're going to stick it in between the layers of our shirt. I'm going to stick it in the layers of my shirt. Get this one that's got this paste on it, ink on it off my mat. Pull this up a little bit. Oh, no, it's got to go down. I got to go. Shirt's got to go up, not the mat. The shirt's got to go up. Okay. So now that I've got it dry, it doesn't feel sticky. It's not coming off on my hand. We're going to take a piece of parchment paper. Do not use wax paper. Parchment paper. Because you know you can cook or bake on parchment paper. So that's what you want to use because you're using heat. Remember, wax paper, you can't use heat. So you're going to cover up your design. Then you're going to take your heat press. If you don't have a heat press, you can use your iron, long as your iron doesn't have any water in it. So you don't want it to steam when you're doing it. And you're just going to press your shirt. You're using, I have done it on both ways showing you. I've used a little bitty iron about like this to do it. You just have, when you do that, you really have to move it around. The reason I'm moving this around, because the design is a little bit bigger than my heat press. I think this is a 10 by 10. And my design is a little bit bigger than my heat press. See, I did it for 30 seconds, and I'm going to do it just a little bit longer since I was moving it around on my design. And your shirt will be steaming hot. So I'm doing just a teeny bit more. Okay. And if your paper is stuck to it, which mine right at the very top is trying to, did any ink come off on it? If you do come off on it, you want to make sure you change your paper before you do any more. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to turn my shirt inside outwards, and that shirt is hot. We're going to turn it inside outwards, and this shirt was pretty thick. I didn't have much bleeding to come in through the other side, but sometimes I've had them where if you don't have that mat in there, it's going to go all the way through to the back side of your shirt. So I'm going to put this mat in there again. And just make sure I got it where I'm going to be able to hit my whole shirt. I'm going to put that piece of parchment paper back down because I don't want, if any of that ink came through, I don't want that on my heat press. Because the next time you do, then it'll be on whatever you're using it for next time. And we're going to heat set it again. But another 30 seconds, maybe a little bit longer. If you're doing a regular iron, you have to do it about 3 minutes or so. maybe a little longer, depending on how hot your iron will get. I don't know, the regular irons get up to 305 degrees, but just use a regular iron and do it on the medium to high setting, and do it for about 3 minutes or so on each side. And that way you're making that design or whatever you put on there permanent. Okay. Like I said, I'm moving it around because my design is a little bit bigger than my heat press. Okay. And that shirt is hot. And we're going to take that and we're going to turn it in. Take our mat out, which our mat is very hot. We're going to take it out of our shirt. This can be washed. Looky there. Lucy is grouchy forever. Make sure you're following me on Inspired Designs by Holly on Facebook. I am on TikTok, and I am also on YouTube. I've started putting my stuff over on YouTube. So, look at this. How cute is that shirt? Long as your shirt can be ironed, you can put it on there. But if you've got a real silky, really polyester shirt that cannot be ironed, do not try it. Long as your shirt or whatever you're putting it on, if you're putting it on a tote bag, or if you're putting it, you can put it on your pants, you can put it on your shorts. Kids sets, put Snoopy on one piece and put the big piece on the top. Be cute. Put the little put Snoopy on his leg of his shorts. Put something else on his shirt. Super cute. Just make sure that they can be ironed, because once you iron it, it's permanent. So don't. This shirt is. Let me see if I can see what it says. I think this one's got some polyester in it. Yep. This one's 58% cotton, 37% Tencel, and 5% spandex. This is a Walmart shirt. It's a Terry Skies brand. I use this one, and there's another brand, another one they have. What is the other one? The other one is Time and True. Time and True. Because this is another one I did. This one says, in a field of roses, she's a wildflower. It's got wild and it's got the flower. And this one is, I think this one's more cotton in this one. Yeah, this one's 100% cotton. So make sure that they can be ironed. If you have any questions, look at the tag on the inside of the shirt, and it will tell you if it can be ironed or not. It's on the back side of the thing. It says machine wash, cold, tumble dry, low, medium ironing when needed. So it can be ironed. That's the main thing. Make sure that they can be ironed. Can't wait to wear these. I have made, I got 4 hanging here now. No, 3. I got 1 I carried home. So I got 3 t-shirts. This makes number 4. I cannot wait to start wearing the t-shirts. I love the super soft ones, like this one's got a little polyester in it. I love the super soft t-shirts in the summertime. Make sure you're following me to see more DIY projects. Thanks for watching. Y'all have a blessed weekend. Catch you later.